What comes to mind when you hear the name Michael Jordan? To most people, this rings a bell as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. If you didn't know that, well, now you do. What most people don't know is that in 1984, Michael Jordan signed an endorsement contract with Nike and created a shoe that would change the basketball world forever. My name is Jake Welk, and today I will be giving you a short speech on the evolution of the Air Jordan. As I just stated, Michael Jordan was drafted by the Chicago Bulls in 1984, and in the same year received an endorsement contract from Nike for $2.5 million. The following year, he released his first shoe, in which would later become the first of a 23-pair collection of basketball shoes that he created over the course of his career, and are now known as the Air Jordan Retros. The Retro 1, the first shoe he made in 1985, was so much different than anything the basketball world had ever seen, which created an instantaneous hype surrounding the shoe. Skip forward 30 years to our current generation, and you will find that these shoes, which sold for $100 retail in 1985, are now worth over $500 in some aftermarket stores. The reason for this is because Jordan has an unusual way of releasing his shoes. Back when he played, the shoes were mass-produced by Nike, and they were cheap. As I said, only $100, which may seem like a lot, but not compared to the $300, $400, or $500 that people pay for them now. Since they were mass-produced, people didn't really see Jordans as a collector's item. They saw it as just another basketball shoe. Everybody liked them, but they didn't see them going out of stock or out of style anytime soon. When Jordan retired, he stopped the mass production of these shoes, and it started becoming more of a collector's item. The original 23 that he made in the first couple years of his career are now some of the rarest shoes in the world, and some have even sold for over $100,000. Since the early 2000s, and since he's been gone from the NBA, these shoes have been a lot harder to come by, and he now has a different way of releasing the shoes where he does it once or twice a year and then maybe won't do it again for another several years. This makes each shoe extremely hard to get because they sell out in sometimes less than 30 minutes. You can still find the shoe after they sell out, but it'll sometimes cost you more than 5 times the amount that you would pay for retail price. Much in the way that memorabilia is collected, people buy the shoes and then resell them for a much higher price simply because they can make an easy profit, sometimes 300, 400% more than they bought it for, due to the unbelievable amount of people who are willing to pay that much for the shoe. Not only that, but people will camp outside stores for hours in the middle of the night just so that they can buy the shoe that is releasing. Still don't think this is crazy? How about getting killed over Jordans? Over a shoe? You must think I'm joking, right? Sadly, I'm not, and every year a handful of people are killed over these shoes. It has gone from a basketball shoe to a movement, creating violence, and I will tell you firsthand that people will do some crazy things to get their hands on a pair. Here's a pair that I have with me today. This is the Air Jordan Retro 3 in the True Blue colorway. The third shoe that he released. I have 16 more pairs at home that I bought over the last 5 years that currently sit in my closet. And sadly, I couldn't bring them to college with me just because there's too many shoe boxes and too many pairs of shoes. But I did buy these in 2011. They were $160 retail. I have been wearing them, but if I kept them in the box brand new, I could turn around and sell them for $300 to $400 right now. And that's really what creates this insane hype about these shoes and makes people really do some crazy things for them. I hope you all enjoyed my presentation today on the evolution of the Air Jordan shoe, and hopefully you were able to take some new information away. Thank you all for watching.